Hi guys, welcome back to Finpact. Now the Palantir shares have declined 17%. Now I have made many videos on how I am bullish on Palantir in the long term. I still believe it can be a $1 trillion company. Now it's surprising that the price fell by 17%, given that Palantir delivered stronger than expected Q3 results as well. In fact, the company's sales had grown by 36% year over year to around $392 million. They even boosted their full year revenue guidance to $1.53 billion. But here's what's happened. It's not the end of Palantir. The main reason for the decrease in the stock price is because investors believe that growth is cooling off. They are mainly focused on their defense side of the business. Their commercial business has been slow to gain traction, which makes investors worry that the growth rate will not reach its expectations. Basically, their government contracts account for 56% of total sales, and this segment is growing at the same pace as the commercial business. And if these trends continue, many believe that more of the business will be focused on the defense side rather than the commercial side. So the concern from the investor's point of view is whether they will meet the growth rates envisioned when they first went public. Palantir is also a premium priced stock. It trades more than 30 times its 2022 sales. So this means that there is more volatility in the share price. This is because the investors in Palantir are highly sensitive to any sort of discrepancy, any slight mismatch of potential revenue that they expect Palantir to meet. People are very bullish on Palantir achieving its goals. That is why it trades at such a premium. If you compare this to other government IT companies, such as Booz Allen Hamilton, Khaki International, Leidos Holdings, these all trade between 1.3 times and 0.7 times the expected sales. So when there's even a slight doubt in Palantir and how they might cool off in their growth, this is because there was a lot of worry and it causes a lot of panic sellers to quickly sell. And that's why the price tanking is slightly exaggerated. This is not to impact the long-term potential of Palantir. Remember, when you're investing in a company that has such a high premium or has so much volatility in the price, this is because a lot of people speculate as to what this company could achieve in the long term, what their vision is. And this is not seen in many different companies. Lots of different companies show their quarterly report, they grow steadily. Palantir is one that has grown rapidly and it's had lots of catalysts to help it grow so much. Now guys, this video is sponsored by XTB. I love to use the XTB platform when it comes to doing analysis. They give loads of tools when you're looking at different stocks that help you decide in your next steps. I've linked everything for XTB in the description box. Now let's go onto the X station and see where we think the Palantir price is heading. Now, XTB offers some fantastic tools for analysis. You can click on here, you can find Fibonacci retracements, and they will automatically draw them depending on where you want to place. You can also use different analysis tools like Andrew's Pitchfork, which I showed in my previous video, speed lines. I find these incredibly useful. So what I've used today is the trend lines because I want to show you the upswings and the downswings and what the potential breaking points could be. So if we look at this point here, we saw Palantir reaching new highs. Many of us thought that this would be a correction and we would head towards the upside. But of course, we didn't anticipate that investors would panic with the growth rate projections. So here is the new chart analysis. If we look at the highs, we can reach up to a $73 to $85 Palantir. And this could be in the later part of 2021 to 2022, to be absolutely honest. Now here we saw this panic selling, and this is the point we are going to potentially break down to. But this will likely be short-lived as most of the selling has taken place. As Palantir continue to secure more deals, which I will go into as there has been a lot of bullish news despite the panic selling, we will likely see ourselves trading upwards, anywhere up to these lines. Now this will depend on the overall momentum in the market. Palantir for me is a long-term investment. Looking at the market analysis tool, you can click on Stock Scanner and type in Palantir. And then once clicked on that, we can see the main information about it, the market cap, we can see the ROE, which is negative as of right now, and their profit margins and their debt to equity ratio. And we can also see their performance based on 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, and we can see we're in the red. This can be useful to see. However, I personally think this is a great dip to get involved in Palantir, especially for those who bought in at the top and were wishing they bought it at a discount. Remember, when you invest in companies like Palantir, you're not investing in where they're just at right now. You're investing on where they could be. Looking at the heat map, we can see a lot of tech stocks have been in the red. The stock market hit high after high in the previous few weeks, some of the highest we've seen in years. So this heat map gives us an idea of what major stocks are doing in the sector. Google is down, Microsoft is down, pretty much most are down apart from Tesla and Apple. These are some corrections we were expecting given that most of the stock market went to a high. Now remember, I said that the movements for Palantir will be highly sensitive, highly volatile and exaggerated. And this is because most investors are investing in the long-term potential of Palantir rather than the current year-to-year swings. They are investing more so for the 5 to 10 year horizon, at least I am. Also, when conducting trades, XTB's XStation gives us news updates that you can check here. They also have key dates that could impact your investing decisions listed on their calendar. For example, they'll have different dates on when different members of the US government are speaking, new news, Federal Reserve news, different speeches, things to watch out that can impact your trade, which is why I find it incredibly useful. Now for newbies on Palantir, this could be a great time to enter the market, in my non-financial advisor opinion. Palantir produces revolutionary software, data analytics tools that can help commercial businesses as well as the government. And this drives decision making. In this interview that Palantir's YouTube channel released on the interview with CNBC with CEO Alex Karp, he described how much Palantir has changed the world. They have helped in so many different aspects, such as even giving data analytics tools for the pandemic, as well as helped US government in their defense contracts. A lot of this price falling is more so speculative, especially as Palantir delivered on their Q3 results. It's slightly unfair that the share price has decreased. But here's some of the news that's happening. Big Bear AI and Palantir all announced a strategic partnership combining AI-powered products. You know, they always seem to be at the forefront of next-generation concepts. Next thing you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Palantir provides software for the metaverse and metaverse projects. That would be really cool. And also they said that they expect 40% revenue growth, and the Q3 US commercial revenue was up 103% year over year. They partnered with Alex Partners to unlock the value of data. You can see on the Palantir news sector, they have news after news, new contracts after new contracts. This share price falling is simply based on investor sentiment. So I am very bullish on Palantir in the long run, but so are Wall Street analysts, even with their short-term 1-year price targets. TipRanks is a website that provides great tools for stock price predictions. So combine XTB and then use TipRanks. It's a great way to look at different stocks you are considering. So the current price, as we know, is $20.65. And the analyst rating is a moderate sell, but that's also because of the panic selling. It's kind of fueled that rating. But the analyst price target is $23.14, which is a 12.06% upside from where we're at. The highest price target is $31. Going to the Palantir risk factors, this kind of goes back to where we were discussing. The main risk is finance and corporate, which seems to be exactly what we're seeing. The investors are mainly the ones due to the negative price because their sentiment on the growth rate is not so confident as it was before. But there are a lot lower risks as for Palantir's ability to sell, their tech and innovation. Those are their main key selling points. So if it's based on investors and their confidence levels, well, that changes, especially if Palantir continues to smash milestone after milestone. So do I think it's the end of Palantir? Absolutely not. In my personal non-financial advisor opinion, I think it's a great time to accumulate, especially as Palantir is a long-term bet for me, and it has been for a long time on this channel. So yeah, leave in the comments below what you guys think. And do you guys use the XTB Xstation for price analysis and using their stock screener and their market analysis tools? Because I find that really helps me in making a decision and to sort of figure out what is happening in the overall markets, but also with their price. And guys, if you made it this far, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification, so that you get informed on when I release a video. Also, I have a Patreon where I talk about what different stocks I'm looking at, what different cryptos, cool new projects, where I think the price is heading, and a lot of the information is there before it reaches my channel. So definitely check that out. That will be pinned in the comments down below, and all the details will be linked in the description box. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on Palantir. Are you guys as bullish as me? Really, I think it could be $1 trillion company. Loads of companies out there started off, a lot of people didn't believe in them, didn't think they would go and change the industries and the world we live in today. Palantir's technology is revolutionary. They have so many different options. Palantir Gotham, Palantir Foundry. I've talked about this all in my previous videos, so definitely check those out too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!